Hey guys, how is everyone? So it's like 1:10 on March 31st. We're in quarantine for the next, or we're on the stay-at-home order for the next 30 days. That is depressing in itself, and today has already been super eventful, emotional day. But before I get into that, I've been vlogging for 90 days. Can you guys believe that? I expected to do a totally different kind of video than I'm doing today. But here's what happened. First of all, I was really affected by reading that 1 in 5 people diagnosed with bipolar have killed themselves. And the reason why is because I have a family member who has bipolar type 2, which is mostly characterized by severe depression, and has already attempted suicide once, and in a very permanent way, like drove her car into a tree, and was lucky to survive. My cousin called me this morning from Hawaii, and she and her family are on total lockdown also. And she proceeds to tell me that my second cousin, who is 18, has committed suicide multiple times. And I said, wait, what? And she just glossed over it. Like, she was just talking. I was asking her about all the kids, how all the kids were doing. And she just like, oh, she's doing really good now. But, I can't even tell you what I've been through with her. She has had so many suicide attempts. And I'm like, what? And then so I asked her, well, have you taken her to a doctor? Like, she has, and she tells me she killed herself, or she tried to kill herself the first time over a boy. And I'm like, no. Like, I had to stop her because I'm really affected by it. I'm like, people don't try to kill themselves over a boy. That's not how it works. Someone with a mental health problem who has a problem in a relationship can try to kill themselves, but not someone who is mentally healthy. You don't just up and decide you're going to kill yourself because of some major event in your life. It doesn't work like that. Is that possible? Perhaps. If somebody lost everything they owned in a heartbeat, is that possible? Yeah, because it can send you into a shock and have an episode. But you don't. And then I keep talking to her about it, and she says, and then the other time she did it because she didn't want to deal with the consequences of her actions about something she had done. And then the last time she was just she was doing it for attention. And I was so affected by that, because it's like, nobody tries to kill themselves for attention. And so I continue to talk to her, and I'm like, okay, well, have you taken her to a doctor? I'm like, you don't try to kill yourself for attention. You don't, this is ridiculous. What are you talking about? She started to get really defensive. And I understand that because she's a parent and I'm not. And it's very easy when you're a parent to question yourself and how you're doing your parental job. I know that from talking to my counselor. And I know a lot of people have insecurities and they think other people are trying to judge their parenting ability. And I wasn't doing that. I'm scared for my second cousin. And so I asked her, I'm like, is she on medication? And she says, oh no, the doctor says she doesn't need medication. And I said, okay, you need to get a second opinion. She goes, I've had 3 opinions. And I'm like, okay, so 3 different doctors told you that she doesn't need medication? And she said, it's okay, we're handling it, we're excellent parents. And I'm sitting there thinking, you're not handling it. If you were, you wouldn't have just told me that she tried to kill herself for attention, or you wouldn't have just told me that, it really affected me, because I suffered so many years of my life because my parents didn't fight for me, and didn't demand help for me. They just thought I was better. And while I appeared better, I wasn't. And it's also hard because I love I love Diamond. She's amazing. I haven't spent a lot of time around her. She's my second cousin, but it's weird for me because like I feel like when you, I feel like I've seen this, like I've not seen it, like I feel like when I looked at her, right, when she was younger, I used to think, God, her personality is so similar to mine, just like my sister's. And I realized what it is that it's this like shield. Like, you know, I kind of grew up really serious, always kind of had this shield over me, was always a deep thinker, and she's just like that. And I remember thinking that, and it's, anyway, so that happened. So that was super upsetting. And then I'm not even kidding you. Like my cousin, like I got so frustrated, I hung up on her, and then I texted her afterwards, and I was very, very direct with her, and I basically told her, you need to wake up. I'm like, because she, I don't know why they have decided not to medicate her, but I made it very clear to her that I might as well just tell you guys, my sister, I have family members who are, I have one family member who's subscribed to my channel, but I don't think he ever watches through my videos. So I think it's okay if I say this, but it's actually my sister that drove her car into a tree. And when I found out, it was totally devastating. I don't know how that's relevant to what I was going to say, because I've lost my train of thought. I'm just super stressed. But I told her, my sister suffered for 4 years because according to my mom, she denies it now, but she told me that my sister was diagnosed 5 years ago, but she wasn't put on medication until after the suicide attempt. She denies that now and says that I misread her email, but I didn't misread it. They're very private, and it really pissed me off because I also thought, well, if she had been more open about it, if she had shared this information with the rest of the family and been more vocal about it, after seeing everything that I went through, if she had been more of an advocate for mental illness and tried to understand it and talk to my cousin about it, maybe my cousin wouldn't have this attitude about it, that you don't really talk about it, or that it doesn't need to be addressed with medication. I don't know. But okay, so then the other thing that I was going to say that happened that is major, immediately after I'm done texting with her, because I hung up on her and then I texted her and I tried to tell her, look, I love you, but I'm just scared. I don't want you to lose your daughter over this, because you will if you don't get her treatment. And I don't know if it has anything to do with her religion or not. She's very, very, very like evangelical Christian, and I know a lot of people that are that way don't believe in medication. So I don't know if that's her reasoning, but it's not my problem. It's not my responsibility, but it is my duty to be a voice for, as someone who has gone through something and as someone who has spent years suffering when they didn't have to. It is my duty to speak up about it. Anyway, so immediately after that, my brother calls me, my alcoholic brother, who I called him on his alcoholism the other week. And he said that my biological mother is going to die either today or tomorrow. I don't know if it's true. She's She's lied consistently throughout her life. She's been very manipulative. She's schemy. She tries to squeeze money out of anyone and everyone she can. I don't know if it's true or not that she's passing away, but when I've been talking for like 10.5 minutes. I don't even know how to process this. I don't know how to deal with it. Yeah. I don't know. A part of me wants to cry and a part of me wants to like go crawl in my bed and just be mad and angry that, because a part of me wanted, like after I hung up the phone with my brother, I'm sitting there thinking like, why didn't I just ask him? What are you doing? She doesn't give a shit about you. She's wronged you your entire life. She's never been there for you. She's never shown you love. Why are you doing it for her? Like, I get it, be the bigger person. She's his mom, like, let her go out of this world in peace. But, like, I get that. I understand that. But for me personally, it's damaging. It's damaging to be around her, to speak with her. It doesn't help. I don't know. I don't know if it's an ego thing or not. But I don't know. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I don't really know. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I wanted to do this video because I thought I would feel better after talking about it, but I just kind of feel like I need to like go do music so I can like not think about this or how I'm gonna deal with it. I don't want to be the jerk. The jerk sister that just is like, screw her, because I don't want my brothers to think of me that way. But at the same time, I want them to understand that you need to hold yourself more important than somebody who's damaged you your entire life and not been there for you. You need to do what's best for you. And right now, it is not best for my brother to be driving down to San Diego dealing with this woman. But that's what he intends to do. So I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, day. Thanks for watching.